Hello fellow Gmodders. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my cool features of my money printer system. These will be the pieces that you would use to put the money printer together. And it's extremely simple. This will be the register tray, which will be the base of the money printer itself. So you pretty much grab all the other parts and you lay them on here, as it shows in the little display there, which is register tray, place printer parts here. So it does not matter in which order you put them in. You can put it in any order. If you don't have any of the pieces, you can still carry it with you. It doesn't affect it at all. You can go and roam around with it and whatnot. Just make sure you don't put it in water. We also have the printer display here, which is just another part that just lays on here. Awesome. And we do have a scanner. It's just all these pieces are really just to give it, the feel of you crafting your own printer. Once you have your printer done, this is exactly how it will look. It will show you your name. It will also show you the heat, the paper, how hot it is, of course, how much paper you have, and a little bit of info of the printer, which in our case right now is out of paper. What's above it shows you the current amount needed in order for you to cash out, and the current amount that the printer has already printed. So in our case it's not printing, so let's go ahead and see if we can get this to start printing. So in order for us to start printing, by default, once you have your printer up and working, you can just add some paper and it will start printing. You don't need anything else after that except paper. Once you drop the paper on there, it will automatically start printing, as you can see here, and it does show the currency that it's using. Depending on what currency shows, depending on what currency is how many increments your current amount will go up. So in our case, our currency is $1, so your current amount will only go up by 1. Once it reaches 250, which is your amount needed, then you will be able to cash out. From there, you can just go ahead and press E, and it will come out of that little slot right there. For upgrading, it's pretty simple as well. All you need is these money stamps here. We have different ones. We have the $5 stamp, $10, the $20, and the 100. I've messed up here. I see 220s. Where are you? Wrong one. There you go. So this is the $10 one. I mean, if you haven't seen US currency, then this isn't really anything fancy, but in order for you to go ahead and upgrade, you can just go ahead and grab one. I'm gonna get the $5 stamp in this case, and you just walk on here. You can drop this while it's printing. It's not going to affect it. The only thing it's going to do is just give you more money. So once you drop it, you're gonna see that the current amount that's needed is going to change from 250 to 500, and your current amount is now going to be going up by 5 instead of 1. So it goes faster, but you also have to realize that the amount needed is also higher. So as for upgrading this printer, you cannot downgrade it. I've set it so that way you can't, because I figured that people would be very frustrated if they had a $100 money stamp, which would be outputting them $5,000, and they accidentally drop a $10 money stamp, which would then downgrade the printer. So I figured I'd get it so that way it won't work. So in order for you to upgrade from 5 to 10, you just simply drop it again, and you can see that it's printing in 10s now, and your current amount is at 1,000. So if I were to drop a $5 money stamp, it will not accept it. Just to give you a brief example what I'm talking about. Now, as for your temperature gauge will always rise when it's printing. So the more paper you have, the longer it's going to keep printing. If you leave it so that way it's ready for it to cash out and you don't grab any of the money, the temperature will lower because it's not going to be printing anymore. It's waiting for you to take the rest that's out. If there isn't anything to be printed, if there is no paper, it will also lower. But if there is an insane amount of paper and you're constantly cashing out without worrying about the temperature, if it hits over 120 degrees, it will overheat and explode. If it's 10 under, if I remember, it will inform you every 15 seconds that your printer is at the verge of overheating. Excuse me. Which will also show you up here. So pretty much when this bar reaches all the way to the top, yeah, it's dangerous. You should do something about it. When it's ready to cash out, you can see that the material pauses, and it gives you a little display here that says ready to cash out. And pretty much once you're done, you just go ahead and push E, and it'll pop off in the little slot right here. And that's pretty much it. In order for you to lower your temperature, you simply have to go in and grab your Freon, and you simply drop it just like all the other ones pretty much. It gives you like this air sound, and it lowers it from wherever it is all the way down to 50, and it will always drop it down to 50. If there is any improvements, you can go ahead and leave it in the comments. You can also message me. I will leave my information on the site for you guys, so you guys can contact me if you guys ever have any problems. I thank you guys very much for looking at this video, and you guys have a great night.